If you're new around here, we're Danny and Joanna. You probably don't know that we're quitting our jobs to start a homestead. The last few weeks have been hectic with sorting visas, packing and getting the house organised. Now we have 2 weeks until we leave our current house and we still have so much to do and we aren't anywhere near packed, but we do have a couple of exciting updates to share with you.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Can you believe it? We have 3 weeks until we embark on a massive adventure. And speaking of adventure, we have some huge news to share with you, and that is that Joanna's visa has been approved.
That's right, I got my visa approved, got the notification and been to London to go and get it. We were so nervous because we weren't sure if we'd submitted everything correctly, but luckily we had. But now it's real, I guess there's no turning back now. So that means full steam ahead, and I guess we can finally show you the star of the show as well.
Which is this van that we purchased that we're sitting in currently. We're going to do a walk around and we're going to tell you a bit more about it now. This is the van that we chose to take us to Bulgaria, hopefully, although I'm a little skeptical. It's a 2004 Renault Traffic. It's 2.4 DCI, whatever that means. I think it means direct chain something. It doesn't matter. It was cheap, and you can tell because if you look around, you can see a lot of signs that it's been maybe abused. It's just wear and tear. It's a 2004, so it's to be expected a van of this age to show some signs of wear and tear, but seems to be running okay. We've had it for a couple of months actually now, and I've been test driving it to and from work occasionally. So let's start in the front. On the inside, on the driver's side, we have the classic tear. That means somebody's been getting in and out a lot. Working van. Double seat for the dog and for Joanna. Two more things that are worth mentioning. The radio doesn't work and there's no AC, but we're trying to come up with a solution for that. Good luck for those 1800 miles. If you have any suggestions how we can play some music, just leave them in the comments below. Come on in, check out my crib. So that's the back of the van. It's the long wheelbase from the back door to the behind the driver's seat is 2.4 meters. And then the width of the van from side to side is 1.6 meters. And the height, about this much. But we haven't named the van yet, so if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments below. That's about the size of the van. We think that it's going to be big enough. The constraint that we probably have is the weight limit. So it's about 3 ton, where the van payload, which I think is how much the van can carry, is 1.2 ton. And having the gym equipment and the weights, I think we're going to be coming pretty close to that weight limit. So that's one thing that we're going to be constrained by, not the space.
That's just because we're so strong and we've got so much weight to carry. Is that not funny?
Yep.
And another thing to think about with the van, which we didn't know until recently, is thinking about the one that you're going to take with you. We just thought we'd buy the cheapest thing that would do one journey, but what we didn't realise is 2004 is now classed as a vintage, well not vintage, just really old van. So we've just tried to look for breakdown and insurance for Europe. And there's only one company that will cover this van, and that's 2004. That's only like 2 years ago, right? But essentially we found one company that will cover us, and it's quite expensive, but at this point it is what it is, to be honest. And now it's time for a little look behind the scenes at what our house looks like just 3 weeks before we leave. It's a little bit chaotic to say the least. Here's the front room. Yep, that's our mattress in the middle of the living room. We don't even have a bed anymore. We sold that, we've sold the sofa, we sold the TV. And the reason for that is, well, we're not taking them, so we wanted to get organised. And like we said, it's only 3 weeks, so we can make do with this camping setup for 3 weeks. We really had to empty the upstairs because we want to get those carpets cleaned, ready for our tenants to move in. And we're going to start bringing all the boxes down. We don't really have much stuff, so we're hoping it's all just going to go under the stairs and we'll kind of live in this studio setup for the next, 2-3 weeks. All in good practice for our first plans in Bulgaria. So with the house, we're gonna make a little studio just like this one. So it's great practice. That's my current dining room setup. We're still very much living here, so the kitchen hasn't really been touched. We plan on taking the white goods if they fit in the van, washer, dryer, and maybe the dishwasher if it fits. The fridge is on its way out, so that's not coming with us. It's dying in this heat and it's not going to cope with Bulgarian summer, so definitely no to the fridge. Danny's beloved coffee machine is coming, and then a bit of crockery, but apart from that, there's not much really to pack here, so we can leave that till the last week when we will be packing everything up tidying up, painting, sprucing this place up a little bit, and probably living off ready meals and pot noodles. Yay. Master bedroom's completely empty. The other bedroom is a completely different story. This is where all our stuff is, and this is pretty much it. And even those boxes at the back there, that's just a box of boxes, pretty empty. So we've done really well on our decluttering, getting rid of stuff we don't need, unnecessary items. We've really tried to cut down on just stuff that we just don't want anymore. And there's no better time to do it than when you have to try and fit all your stuff into a moderately sized van. And the biggest transformation is our garden, which has turned back into something very ordinary. Just thinking about all the vegetables that we've been growing here with the greenhouse and all the raised beds. Now it's all gone, but that makes us even more excited to start on our homestead in Bulgaria.
It's safe to say between sorting out John's visa, getting the new van and getting the house ready for the new tenants, we've had busy few weeks.
Yeah, I mean, we've been working full time to start with, and we're working up until the week before we leave, so we're trying to balance everything in with that as well. I can't even think of all the other stuff that's been going on, selling things on Facebook Marketplace, which is never that straightforward, but all our furniture is now gone. I think we've only got like a couple more things to sell, thank goodness, including our beloved Volvo. In a nutshell, we've been insanely busy, so let me leave you with a montage of videos for a glimpse into what we've been up to the past few weeks. And probably the next video we're going to be doing is taking you across Europe with us whilst we make the journey to our new house.
Hopefully taking you across Europe as long as the van makes it again. We haven't got a name for the van, so if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments below. Also, we are open to any suggestions or recommendations for a route that we can take. I know some people avoid Serbia because they're not part of the EU and they'd rather go through Romania and that kind of stuff. If you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. We started by putting a lot of gravel in the back garden just to make it easier to maintain for the new tenants. Then I got on to taking the gym down, which was the perfect opportunity for me to use all my newly acquired tools. This one in particular is my favorite because it goes vroom vroom. Yeah, that one. Which left this massive pile of metal on the floor. But then I got on to taking the sofa down, which we decided not to take, and we sold on Facebook Marketplace for £10. We even delivered it. Obviously not everything was smooth sailing. With 2 weeks to leave the house, Jonna did a massive number 2, which caused the toilet to block, so I had to take everything apart and sort it out. Then I had to do some painting and some more painting. Then I decided to fit 3 new doors, and upstairs fitted new locks, and that's it.